I mean, 24 hours after a severe storm, hundreds are still without power in Monroe County. That storm took down trees, wrecked homes, and at its peak, knocked out power to some 18,000 customers. Homes in Perrington took the brunt of the storm, and that's where we find Atia Collins tonight. Atia, a lot of cleanup underway now.
That's right, Maureen. I mean, this is what's left of a tree that came toppling down on Route 31 here in Perrington, blocking 5 lanes of traffic. I mean, just take a look. This tree is enormous. I wouldn't even be able to fit my arms around it. That's how big it is. Now, I talked to the homeowner today, and he's wondering just how is he going to get this tree off his property on top of the piles of branches that are left lining his sidewalk. And on top of all of that, Maureen, he's still without power, like many homes in the area. Mike Sean is still cleaning up after a storm wreaked havoc, bringing down trees and power lines on his property here in Perrington.
I've got an enormous problem over there. A couple thousand pounds of tree has been left behind in a 30-foot spike. Clearly not what you would want in your yard.
Sean was looking out his back window, expecting the trees back there to cause problems, when he heard what he described as an explosion out front.
It's a thunderstorm. The trees were waving in the wind, and then all of a sudden, it was something else entirely. It just was unbelievable, like a tornado or a hurricane.
A more than 20-foot tall tree in Sean's front lawn came down onto Route 31, taking power lines with it.
The tree that was laying, it was about 4 feet off the ground, all the way out across 5 lanes of traffic.
Sean says crews spent hours cutting and pulling the tree out of the road, working into the night, but most of the tree was still left in piles on Sean's property, and now he is trying to manage the cleanup.
I have a tree guy coming tonight to give me an estimate on finishing the job that should have been finished by the crew that was hired by RG&E. And then, we're going to think about whether we can continue to have these trees out here. We might have to take them all down.
Now, the last time I talked to Sean, he was still without power, although we did see some RG&E trucks coming and checking out the lines and leaving just moments ago. But on top of that, Sean tells me it might cost him thousands to remove this tree and the branches that are still left at his home. Reporting in Perrington, Atia Collins, News 8.
All right, Atia, thank you. And at last check, RG&E reporting 368 customers in Monroe County are still without power.